Jai Guru. Question. I know Brahman will never allow it, especially at my age, but somehow, like a moth is attracted to a flame, my desire to meet a woman persists. Answer. You have told me many times that self-realization is your only desire in life. So why are you now, once more, running after an illusion, instead of continuing to uncover the reality within you? You know that man and woman are illusory concepts related to the body form, and not what you are in essence. So why give this illusion any attention? Maharaj says that when one is younger, there are bodily needs and desires, and you fulfill them. But when you are older, you should be turning within, because you know that you are not the body form. Sometimes, what happens during the cleansing process is that the same deep-seated thoughts, concepts, desires arise multiple times until they are permanently removed. And when this occurs, just let them arise and fall, appear and disappear. Don't feed them with your attention. Question. The Master Shri Sitarameshwar says there is no correlation between spirituality and sex, that one can live a normal sexual life, but with detachment, and also have children. Nisargadatta, I think I heard him say that disinterest in sex is a consequence of our spiritual practice and not an imposition to achieve realization or speed up the process. Many wise men in the past had families, but I saw an interview of a direct student of Sri Ganapatrao Maharaj, who talked about brahmacharya. I was also reading from different sources that sex was only contemplated for procreation and not for the pleasure derived from it, that it should be avoided for other reasons. And many swamis like Shivananda or Anandamayi Ma, Ramana Maharshi himself, and other saints gave great importance to brahmacharya. Anandamayi Ma, for example, did not allow her husband to touch her ever in her life. It's not a big deal. Let's say that at the moment I am indifferent to sexual activities, but my wife is not. So there is conflict. Should I leave my family and go and live isolated in the mountains and in some ashram? But the thought of abandoning them is too painful. I am faced with a dilemma. Answer. Don't get caught up in rules, the do's and the don'ts, and stick with examples of the great masters of the lineage. It is a householder lineage where most of the lineage masters were married with children. Some like Sri Annji Ma and Sri Ganapatrao Maharaj were not married. Sri Sitarameshwar taught that there is no correlation between the body and spirit. With the knowledge that the body has nothing to do with the spirit, alongside detachment, then a normal sexual life is possible. Sri Ramakant Maharaj also taught that as one goes deeper into self-knowledge and knows himself more and more to be the reality and not the illusion of the body, Then, desires for material and pleasurable things, including interest in sex, lessens spontaneously. Therefore, what transpires regarding sex and other desires is a consequence of the practice and not a rule. Needless to say, a householder lineage in India is not the same as one in the West. In India, traditionally speaking, though changes are afoot, the role of the wife is clear. It is one of duty and service to the husband and family, to attend to the chores at home, have children, and where necessary, look after and support her husband in his spiritual practice, by respecting his need for privacy and giving him time. And if there is a guru/spiritual master, the wife's role of service and duty to the husband, who is now, say, a jnani, is even greater. Look at the way Sri Ramakant Maharaj's wife Anbita, herself a long-standing disciple of Nisargadatta Maharaj, has served Maharaj over the years. Her devotion is exemplary. The reverence, bowing, service, all of it. Now, in the West, women are not going to behave in this way in a marriage, are they? Therefore, culturally, it is not surprising that there may be some conflict or friction if the couple do not share a spiritual life. To return to your question, should you leave your wife and family because of your indifference towards sex and the seeming conflict with your wife? Absolutely not. The mind is playing tricks with you. I need to remind you that you're in the middle of the process of undoing all the illusory layers. And what you're experiencing just now is simply a moment of turbulence. Be assured that it will pass. When the process is finally completed, it will bring about a shift, and from that fresh perspective, all the current conflicts will dissolve. When you absorb the knowledge that you are not the body, with detachment, you will be able to witness the body functioning in the world, playing different roles, and that includes sex. So there is no problem. Don't give it too much attention, otherwise you will make it a problem. When the reality of your true nature is established, then nothing will upset you. But at this stage of your practice, a lot of things will keep surfacing. So be alert and avoid the mind traps. The whole point of the cleansing process is to purify and clear the space so that ultimate truth can emerge. So take heart. I assure you that when your foundations are solid, all these feelings and mental activity will cease. And then, even if, say, a cyclone hit you, there would be no effect, since what you are is impenetrable. Trust the masters and trust the practice. Keep going forward with courage. You're undergoing self-transformation. All will be well. Question: when will I stop feeling sad or depressed and fretting over death? Answer: we only feel sad or depressed if we think we are somebody and take our feelings and the ups and downs of life for real. When, through the process of dissolving, you know that there is no such person existing and your true nature is revealed, then you will be liberated from yourself, the small self, the ego, and you will know the reality that you are is all that is. Therefore, who is sad, who is depressed? The result will be causeless, permanent happiness and no death. You are unborn. Therefore, who is going to die? Question. Journey's end. Is it near or some way to go still? Answer. After the layers have been removed and your true nature is established 24/7, nothing can touch, upset, or bother you. When life is lived without cares or worries, and there is peace and happiness without cause all the time, then the journey has ended. So you tell me, is it near or some way to go? Question. Will you be my guru? Answer. When someone once asked Maharaj if he would be his guru, Maharaj remained silent. Why? Because ultimately, everyone and everything is an illusion. The guru does not exist, and neither does the disciple. Understand that life is a leela, and in that leela, I play the role of being the guru, while you play the role of being the disciple. Question. Maharaj says initially you have to undergo the process of meditation, contemplation, and bhajans until spontaneous conviction. Initially seems to suggest a small period early on. Can you stick your neck out and say what is the average period you have generally observed? And can you venture a guess for me? Can you tell what you have seen is the average time for serious seekers to finish the pre-processing, one may say, before the inner spirit drives it on autopilot? Answer. What does initially mean? It depends on several things: spiritual maturity, dedication, and commitment. The length of time can vary from weeks and months to years. You know your level of commitment better than me. All I can do is give you encouragement by reiterating what Maharaj says, that if you follow the instructions, self-realization will ensue. Ultimately, it is up to you as to how disciplined and serious you are about the practice, and how important you view the end goal. And in your case, take control of the doubts by not giving them any power, as this will hold back your progress. Jai Guru.